Hi folks, HR Funk here with a video on my favorite firearm of 2018. Now, let me say at the outset, this is not my favorite firearm of every model that was introduced by every manufacturer during the year of 2018. It's only firearms that came into my collection. And it's also not every firearm that appeared in every video I made in 2018. It's only those that I actually acquired during the calendar year of 2018. Now, of those, and I was thinking about this earlier today, there were 9 firearms that came into my collection during the course of the year. Of those, I have 7 here in front of me. And the 2 that are missing are the Llama Max 1, which was actually the very first firearm that I acquired back in January. And if you saw those videos, you know I had functioning problems with that pistol. I sent it back for a warranty repair. When it returned, I continued to have functioning problems, and eventually it was replaced by one of the pistols that I have here in front of me. Also not present in this group is my Henry Tribute Law Enforcement rifle that was given to me as a gift on my birthday by my parents. Truth be told, that probably is my favorite firearm of the year, but since it was given to me as a gift, and since it's so nice that I have not been able to bring myself to shoot it yet, I don't have that in here because I don't think it would be a fair comparison with the other contestants. Now, all of the firearms that I have here, the 7 that I have laid out in front of me, all have at least one video, and some of them have multiple videos where they've been featured. So if you want to see all of the characteristics and features of each one of these firearms, by all means go back and watch those earlier videos and you can hear all of my thoughts about them. I don't want to reiterate and do a mini review of each one of these as I go through them today. What I'm going to do is talk about specifically what is going to be my favorite firearm of the year. Now, as I have them arrayed here in front of me, I really don't have a clear winner in mind. So what I'm going to do is go through these one at a time and eliminate them from consideration, and whichever firearm is left on the table in front of me at the end is going to be crowned my favorite firearm of 2018. Before I start the process of elimination, I'm going to go back through and reintroduce each one of the contestants, and I'm going to introduce them in the order in which they were acquired. First up is my Metro Arms American Classic II 1911 chambered for the .38 Super cartridge. Next was my Beretta M9 9mm. It was followed by my Remington R51, also a 9mm. Next came my Fulton Armory FAR-15 A1. After that was my Pieta Remington New Model Army Sheriff's Model black powder cap and ball revolver. After that came my Kel-Tec Sub 2000 chambered for the .40 Smith & Wesson, and it was followed by, don't want to knock anything off with my camo netting there, it was followed by the FN Model 509. So these are the 7 contestants for my favorite firearm of the year. Now I'm going to start going through and eliminating them one by one, and I'll try to give you an idea of why each one is being eliminated. And I'm going to start with the first one that's going to be eliminated from contention, and this shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. If you saw the videos that I made with the FN Model 509, you know that I just was not enamored with it. Which is odd because when I picked it up, I thought I was really going to like this pistol. I thought it was going to be one of my favorites, and I'm really surprised that I'm removing it from contention right off the bat, but I really just didn't care for the way it shoots. So for that reason, the Model 509 is the first one that's going to be eliminated from consideration for my favorite firearm of the year. With the 509 out of contention, really everything else that's left on here is something I really like in one way or another. They're all very different firearms, or at least most of them are. I've got 4 handguns and 2 long guns, but each of them has different characteristics and features that I like, and there are none of them that I really dislike at this point. So now it starts to become a matter of which one has features or functions or characteristics that I really like and which ones has different things about them that sort of detract from their consideration as being my favorite firearm of the year. And I guess probably the next one up that's going to be eliminated from consideration is going to be my Remington R51. Now this pistol, if you saw the videos that I made with it, it had a rocky start. It went back to Remington to have work done on it. And since it's come back from Remington, it's really been a pretty good performer. The reliability has been good. It's a good shooting little pistol. It's light and easy to carry. And yes, I do carry this from time to time, especially in warmer weather because it's very compact, very light, and still a full power 9mm. But even so, I think because of the functioning problems I had early on, I'm going to eliminate the R51 from consideration for my favorite firearm of the year as the next one. With each firearm that's eliminated, this becomes more and more difficult to decide between the ones that are left. And I think, and this is really difficult, I think the next one that I'm going to eliminate from consideration is probably my Remington Pieta New Model Army Sheriff's Model. I love this revolver and it's a lot of fun to shoot. But it's a little bit more specialized. It really doesn't have some of the utility that some of the other selections have. I hate to eliminate this one next because it is such a nice revolver and it's so fun to shoot. But I think the New Model Army Sheriff's Model is going to be the next one that comes out of the mix. And then there were 4. And as I said a moment ago, this gets harder and harder. I've got 2 handguns and 2 long guns left. And I think the next one that's going to be removed is going to be my first long gun, and it's going to be my Kel-Tec Sub 2000. The reason I'm eliminating it is not because I dislike it or that it's got any major problems or anything like that. But the Sub 2000 I acquired more as a tool for a specific purpose. It's not the firearm that I think of going out and taking with me just for pleasure shooting, although it's pretty fun to shoot. But again, this is a very specialized tool, and I think because of that and because of its specific application, I'm going to eliminate it next from contention. But it's a hard one to let go, and that's going to leave me with 3. And like I said, it's getting harder and harder. 3 left, 2 handguns and my Fulton Armory FAR-15. Of these 3, I think the next one that's going to be eliminated, and this is hard, is my Metro Arms American Classic 2. The reason I'm eliminating this one at this point is, other than its chambering, there's not a lot that sets it apart or puts it above some of my other 1911s that I've had longer. I like the pistol, I like the chambering, but I think this is the next one, and this is kind of gut-wrenching. This is the next one that's going to come out of consideration for my favorite firearm of 2018. Last 2, folks. It's down to my Beretta M9 and my Fulton Armory FAR-15A1. Is it a coincidence that both of these firearms are based on models that were used when I was in the Marine Corps? I don't know. And this is getting really difficult. I'm going back and forth between the two. The Beretta is really a nice shooting, reliable, good quality pistol. I like it a lot. There's nothing bad that I can say about the M9. And the Fulton Armory FAR-15A1. You remember the video that I made that I entitled My Rifle, and I actually started it out with the Marine Rifle Creed. This is tough. And I think the winner is going to be the Fulton Armory FAR-15A1. What can I say, folks? This is my rifle. It's the rifle that I used when I was in the Marine Corps, or at least as close a copy as I can own nowadays. It is a fabulous rifle. It is a good shooting rifle. I absolutely love it. And all you other former jarheads out there that carried one of these back in the 1960s, 1970s, and up into the mid-80s like I did, here's a big high five and a sincere Semper Fi. The Fulton Armory FAR-15A1 is my favorite firearm of 2018. Folks, before I leave you today, or maybe I should say before we leave you today, I have a quick channel update. This is going to be my last video in 2018. And as I stand here today, this is December the 18th. I've got some things going on, not just the holidays, but some other things going on over the next several weeks that are going to occupy a lot of my time. So I'm not going to be back in front of the camera probably until mid, maybe even late January, could be early February, until I get things going again. I have some ideas for videos that I want to make coming into the new year, so I will be back, good Lord willing. But I do want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And to my viewers around the world, whatever your faith tradition may be, and even in the United States, whatever your faith tradition may be. If you don't celebrate Christmas still, I wish you a happy and safe December, a happy and safe New Year, and I'll see you all in 2019. Merry Christmas, folks. Bye-bye.